Inquisitor General Black and her red-headed assistant are on the trail of Vengaul Bloodsailor the Scarlet Blade, in possession of the Waterdhavian cockatrice. In their possession, Dara'nei's locket, which should open a secret passageway in the Silver Sails Trading Company, leading to the pirate. Certainly more preferable than entering the sewers through a maintenance building here in the district. And Lilly's not afraid of Vengaul, his traitorous Lieutenant Callik, or silly Bloodsailor pirates. But she is concerned about the cockatrice, an eerie, repulsive hybrid of lizard, cockerel, and bat. The creature itself is only about the size of a large goose or turkey, which isn't particularly frightening. What is its infamous ability to turn flesh to stone. The ladies have nothing to protect themselves from the cockatrice's petrifying bite. And yes, bite. It's not a gaze as you might expect with other creatures like medusas or basilisks. Alright, here's the Silver Sails Trading Company. No entry. Vermin infestation. It must be a deception to keep people out of what must be a pirate hideout. At least, Lily hopes that's the case. It was no deception. Inside the Silver Sails Trading Company is the sickly sound of scurrying vermin. Alright, look at that, a wraith spider. Spell immunity. Not sure that we've encountered a spider like this yet. Otherwise, I don't think we're too worried about the fire beetles, but yeah, they weren't kidding about a vermin infestation. You know what? Well, alright, I think he'll just stand his ground. Get everyone else hopefully in here in time. Really taking a corner. And camera's not really cooperating.
All right, crew. Let's take them down.
Boy, they're all the way back there. That's what we didn't want. Here comes the wraith spider. Bones is in trouble. Alright, you know what?
You just follow me and stay close.
Gonna retreat.
Fair enough.
You just follow me and stay close.
Boy, he's poisoned already.
You just follow me and stay close.
Stage it in here instead. Alright.
All right, crew. Let's take them down.
Yeah, she can't really help with the wraith spider. Only the fire beetles. Alright, that's pretty good. Who got that? That was the summon. Alright. Wow, there's another one. Alright, I guess not that tough, but it's just scary when they have spell immunity. Last set, I had begun discussing portraits in the game, and how some of them have changed since the original release of the game. And some of them because the originals were too alike to some well-known celebrities. almost to the point of blatant plagiarism. So I'll continue now, starting with one of the generic female elf portraits, number 1, which I'm not sure we've seen yet assigned to an NPC. Here's the portrait as it is now. And here's the portrait as it was originally released. Look like somebody? I'll give you a moment to guess if you'd like. She's an American actress. She's a goodwill ambassador for the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. And she's been in such films as Lara Croft Tomb Raider, the 2001 adventure thriller from West. It's Angelina Jolie. Another surprising and obvious copy, isn't it? Though, I have to admit, at least for me, it's only really obvious when viewed side by side. Yeah, I just wanted to point out that spell immunity doesn't necessarily mean complete immunity to all spells. It could also mean immunity to a specific school, immunity to a specific spell, or spell level absorption, as with Spell Mantle. Also, regarding the cockatrice's supernatural ability to petrify its enemies, in 2nd edition there was the pre-spell called Protection from Petrification that would protect against such an attack. And you may have also noted that even a potion of mirrored eyes, as from Baldur's Gate, wouldn't, since it's a bite and not a gaze attack. But this spell was removed in 3rd edition. So, some DMs interpret freedom of movement to include protection from petrification, but this isn't universal, and the Aurora engine certainly doesn't take that interpretation. So, you can really only just try to boost your fortitude saving throw and wish for the best. Dragon Blood. Given an enchanted rapier, Mara could forge an Amara rapier. At least heard of an ancient blade called Amara or Neversleep, the bane of mages, as it can silence an enemy, but that was a longsword. Remove Curse. Only 121 more to go. Lily just hopes they don't encounter any more wraith spiders. Surprised to have seen them at all earlier. They have the chitinous husks of monstrous spiders, animated by evil spirits from the realm of Kiransili, with 8 hollow sockets for eyes and poison glands replaced by negative energy ones. Oh boy. Alright. Dire spider. 2 of them. Alright. Let's see if they follow bones. Yeah, okay. At least there's now spell immunity. So, magic missile.
Let's take them down.
Wow. Yeah, there goes Bones. Only injured. Alright, recalling Bones. Look at that, they're flanking the summon. Holy cow, it's a stag beetle. That's not good. Alright, Raven Feeblement. Summon creature. Who's that going after? Or a dire boar. Or it's a little late. Flame arrow. Boy. Probably should have used this a lot earlier. Alright, missile storm.
To battle!
Man, Rod of Frost. What's it enough? Magic missile. Sharwyn's been bit in the thigh by a dire spider and is not well. She feels weak. And to make matters worse, Bones has been lost, as well as Lilly's own dire spider. What, even the pig on a stick for just such emergencies is gone. The would-be exterminators have almost met their own. Little Red is getting even worse. To lighten her spirits, Lilly talks about DaRoni, the gnomish hermit, and his mechanical instruments, in his own words. The art of music is most strange and not convenient. Sculpture, painting, and architecture last when the artist's hand leaves the substance, but music stops if the artist's hand is stilled. So I ask myself, how to make the timely music last? And I think of mechanical instruments. I put gears and levers and springs to make music and not fingers. This way, a song stays when the bard leaves, or the bard can play other instruments along with it. The Black Lake bard was so caught up with the thought of accompanying herself for a musical performance, she didn't even notice her mistress had recalled Bones. She gives him a welcoming scratch behind the ears, teasing him that it's too bad old DaRoni didn't make mechanical scratchers for cats. The rusty raconteur fully restored, Lilly and Little Red returned downstairs.